霏，美国队佩剑运动员，2024年巴黎奥运选手，世界杯团体铜牌得主，青年世界杯个人比赛银牌得主，北美杯成人组个人比赛铜牌得主，普林斯顿大学本科生。王霏的母亲王铮是清华1989年生物系的学生。王霏的爷爷是3次奥林匹克冠军，10次世界冠军。他的父亲是美国大学生 NCAA 佩剑冠军。王霏则是在击剑馆里跟父亲学习击剑，成绩一路飙升，很快在全国比赛中脱颖而出。王霏小时候刚刚参加击剑比赛的时候，经常会因为比赛的成绩不够理想而落泪，但是每次落泪后，他就会加倍努力，争取在下一次比赛中取得更好的成绩。勇敢与自信是王霏的写照。
I mean, you must be preparing full time for the 2024 Paris Olympics right now. So why don't you walk me through, a day in the life of Tatiana Nazlimov, the athlete?
We have like group practices 4 times a week in the evening. And then I have a one-on-one, like hour long with my coach every single day. And that's just all like mainly in the afternoon and the evening. And in the mornings, every other day, I'll go for a run, or on my recovery day, I'll just do like yoga or something very chill, slow. And another big part of fencing, at least, is video review. So like reviewing opponents, reviewing your own bouts. So I also do, like today I did some video review before my one-on-one with my coach, just like see what we should work on.
Obviously, you gotta love it to be doing it this long, right?
Yeah, it's tough. One of the hardest things is like burnout in every sport as you get to like high school, college age is really tough. But the main thing that gets me through it, first of all, I haven't been on the international circuit for very long. I'm like very young compared to the other fencers who have been doing this for years. So it's all like very new and exciting for me. And secondly, I just think of it more as like a process rather than like motivation. Because if I only rely on my motivation to get things done, like nothing will get done. So that's how I get through it.
But right now, could you tell me about most memorable moment in your career? Is it a tournament, or maybe it's something that happened in practice, or off of the court or outside of the arena that most people don't know about?
I would say most memorable moment for me is kind of what jump started my career. 3 years ago, before I started traveling internationally, I was like kind of really bad, honestly. I was like an okay fencer. I competed domestically. I never went international. I was like, okay. And right before our summer nationals, which is our big tournament of the summer, I twisted my ankle. Like I got stomped on during practice. And so I didn't train for a month. And I just showed up at summer nationals, and I was just like, like no expectations and no pressure for recruiting or anything, because it was my sophomore year, like sophomore summer. And I got just like kind of randomly luck. Who knows if it was luck or not, but I like got 3rd in the national competition, like at the senior level, which was like, I had never even really gotten medals in my own age group. So it was just like, wow. So that for sure jump started my career. I started traveling internationally, and yeah, from there, here we are. So
as a fellow athlete myself and a figure skater, I understand that it's really important to have a team around you, everyone kind of pushing the cart forwards at the same time, So could you tell me a little bit about your team and how they help create an ecosystem in which you can thrive?
Before I went to college, the people around me every day, just like my teammates, my coaches at home, and they were, this is like cliche, but like very supportive of me, believed when I didn't believe, whatever. I remember like when I first started doing well 3 years ago, they were like, you can be like, when we're at the Olympics, like when you qualify for the Olympics. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I haven't even been to an international competition. And I don't know how much of it, like they saw the vision, or just that's how the cookie crumbled. But like, here I am, I guess. And when also I got to Princeton, our team is also pretty small. It's like 30, I don't know what yours, but like 30 people. When you fence for the school, obviously you fence for them, you fence for your teammates, and they were just so supportive of me. And even when I went international to compete and I would miss home meets for Princeton, they would be supportive of me, like texting in the group chat saying like congrats on making day 2, blah blah blah. I have them to thank, especially during Olympic year, which is so stressful. Like I had them to fall back on. So
Well, what are you expecting to get out of the 2024 Olympics?
me personally, just like going into competition, I don't like to set goals for myself necessarily because it stresses me out. Like if I tell myself I need to get a medal, I need to do this, I need to do that, like odds are that's not going to happen for me. So going in to Paris, obviously I would love to get a medal, but at the same time I'm not like that's not all I'm thinking about. All I'm thinking about right now is honestly just like the day to day. Like I'm going to train as hard as I can for the next 2 months and we'll see how it goes.
Do you remember what it felt like when you qualified?
I was just so relieved. So I had to make top 16 at a World Cup, and I did. And all I remember thinking is like, I don't even want to fence my next bout, like, because I had to keep going, obviously. And I was like, can I just go home now? Like, I'm so done. I'm so happy. But I fenced my next bout and whatever.
But thank you so much for your time. I know you're
Yeah.
training and all, and we're
No,
proud to
thank you.
represent us at the upcoming Olympics. So
Yep. Thank you.